Hello everyone, I'm Mina Mann. Welcome to Higher Ground, the only show dedicated to finding common ground in the contentious debate over BC's natural resources. Over the past several weeks, we've seen the resource debate boil over into a heated protest on Burnaby Mountain.
Protect the people, not Kinder Morgan!
Emotions were charged and situations tense as protesters challenged Kinder Morgan, while the company conducted survey work for the proposed expansion of its Trans Mountain pipeline. The pipeline transports bitumen oil from the Alberta oil sands to the Lower Mainland for export by tankers overseas. If the pipeline expansion goes ahead, it will mean an increase in tanker traffic on the coast, and the primary concern for the protesters is the potential risk of an oil spill.
You got a right to drink clean water. We got a right to clean land. And even I'm here for the ones who cannot speak. The fish cannot say, don't bring that bitumen through my water because it will poison me and I'll die.
Clearly, passions are running hot on this issue. But what are the facts? Are the protesters' concerns over the likelihood of a spill well-founded, or are they misguided? We wanted to find out, so this week on Higher Ground, we're diving into the topic of tanker safety. The image is clear. Canada has a world-class marine safety record. Oil tankers have been moving safely and regularly along Canada's west coast since the 1930s. In 2011 alone, about 2.2 million tons of oil were shipped out of Port Metro Vancouver with no incident. In fact, the port has served as Canada's Pacific gateway for bulk oil for more than 50 years, and during the time there has never been a single navigation issue with an oil tanker. The provincial and federal government play a critical role in an effort to protect our waters from oil spills. Through regulations put in place, it's mandatory all oil tankers have double hulls, providing multiple layers of protection against damage. Other critical safety measures include tugboat escorts, local certified marine co-pilots, navigational aids, robust inspections, responsive preparedness, and aerial pollution patrols. In the rare and unlikely event that an oil spill should happen, the provincial and federal governments have coordinated oil spill response plans, which activate in cooperation with local communities and First Nations. Joining us today to provide some insight in and around the issues of oil tankers and risk is John Bromley, a maritime lawyer here in Vancouver and partner with the firm Bullhauser and Tupper LLP. John, thanks for coming on the show today. First off, tell us, what is a maritime lawyer?
A maritime lawyer deals with matters involving the sea, whether it be ships coming in, ships colliding, ships sinking, ships being insured, cargo coming off the vessels, anything to do with the transportation of goods by sea.
It sounds very specialized.
It is very specialized. The rules are in some cases very old and can be complicated.
Are you involved with the tanker traffic we see here in Vancouver?
Well, the tankers, of course, have been going in and out of this port for the last 30 or 40 years, and we're involved with the owners of the tankers in some cases, with the tugs that assist the tankers, with the pilots on board the tankers, depending on the particular situation and file.
So John, in beautiful summertime here in Vancouver, I see a lot of ships out in English Bay. Are those oil tankers?
Those aren't tankers. Those are bulk carriers. They don't carry oil products or liquid products as a rule. You can have tankers at anchorage out there, but it's not very common.
John, we just showed our viewers a protester on Burnaby Mountain who is concerned about a bitumen spill. What's your reaction to that?
With the safety requirements for tanker transit from between Second Narrows and First Narrows, the chance of an incident are extremely small.
John, some high-profile critics charge that if you double the oil tanker traffic, you double the risk. Does that make sense?
I don't. That's just faulty math. If you have a tanker going through, that tanker has whatever risk that tanker has. Adding another tanker the next day doesn't change that. You have that risk for that particular day. You're just saying you're going to have more tankers does not mean you're going to have more risk.
But they do seem pretty certain about the charge.
Well, and in my view, they're mistaken, and they don't look at the actual facts within the harbor. A tanker going through Second Narrows, there can only be one movement of a tanker at a time. It can only move at high water or low water slack, it has to have 2 pilots on board. It has to have 2 tugs assisting. One tug has to be tethered to the tug all the way between first narrows and second narrows. And it's the same when it goes around the south end of Vancouver Island. So when you just say it doubles the risk because there's twice as many things, that's not the way statistics work, and that's not the way it works in this particular case. I mean, if you'd like, how many tanker accidents have there been in this port since they started bringing tankers in? And the answer is none.
And that's it for Higher Ground this week. Make sure to visit our website, resourceworks.com, sign up for our e-newsletter, and don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For ResourceWorks, I'm Ina Mann. Thanks for watching.